Hey everyone, brand new weekly challenge. It's the Dream Challenge Part 2, which makes sense since, last week it was Dream Challenge Part 1. Let's see what is in store for us. The future, fix the bridge, grab the bag and get out. And I'm going to do something a little different here. It's an all melee team. Because T-Dog is the star champion, the weekly hero guy, we're going to have him, along with Luke's mace, Rick, along with the bayonet musket, and Michonne is wielding the chainsaw. So, can we re-roll these? No, we can't. Okay, so, this is the team, something that I don't think I've ever done this before, just had a melee team. I always like to bring some ranged talent to the battle, and I think that that's usually a very good idea. This is just something that's maybe just sort of doing this for fun, really, which I think is a perfectly valid reason to do anything. So, what do we got? We are saving Michonne here. How long does it take to do these? 2 turns. Okay, so doing those, we left ourselves vulnerable, but it doesn't look like anything comes in on the right hand side. Right, what are we doing here? Oh, yes, brilliant. That was T-Dog's beat 'em up skill in action. Of course, if you end your turn next to an enemy, you wallop them, basically. Give them the good news. Got to search that bag. I don't know why. I don't know what's in there. Somebody's sandwich or something. Whatever. But that looks like that's the kind of thing that you might sort of forget to do. If this was a high difficulty and you're under pressure, you might go, oh no, why hasn't the little green bar appeared? And it could well be because you haven't searched the bag. It's well worth noting that the water looks pretty fantastic on this. I mean, it's only a mobile game, but the graphics, not bad actually, very functional, and sometimes quite pretty. All right, so there's not too much to say about that. Obviously, the guys on the right are rescuing whoever is on the left. And it looks like whoever the lone survivor is has a little more on their plate to deal with. Melee characters worked out perfectly this time. So, yeah, if you like getting up close and personal and getting your hands dirty, then you ain't got anything to worry about, really. Lovely. Just love all the rewards that you get from doing the distance. Cable ties. Attach the cable before the horde arrives. Oh, I remember this. I mean, this wasn't a dream sequence. This was just one of the best walker kill sequences in the entire show, where they attached the cable between 2 cars and then just simply drove forward, smashing everything out of the way, making an absolute mess. Oh, got to remember that we've got to do that. Okay, and then that means that we can do that. Okay, now this could be a bit of a problem because boy oh boy do we have a lot of metal heads. Okay, so what do we do? Do we get out of here? I think we just get out of here. And that's it. You have this horrible wave of metal heads. I know how much people hate those. Oh. Okay. Alright, so we saw there. That's something. If you are in front of the cable, you're going to have to walk around it. This could be a really, really good mission for farming. Unique walkers are worth more than standard walkers. Why did I use that unlock? So metalheads are worth a lot of points. Chuck Maggie as your leader, maybe. Cut them down from a range. If you can do things like stun them or whatever, then they're not going to be a threat. There's a lot of them, but you've got a lot of time to deal with them. Incendiary weapons as well will damage their health. Could really, really be a good one for farming. But there's not too much to say. Just get the job done as soon as possible. Go to the boot, attach the cables, get back, you're fine. You shouldn't really have too much to deal with on that mission. Heard it through the grapevine, find the grapes. Alright, okay, this sounds like we're going to be doing some searching, so let's swap out Rick for Glenn. There you go. We are indeed looking for grapes. Okay. Okay, looks like we get a good amount of walkers appearing. It's going to be random as to where what you need is. In this instance, we found it pretty quickly, but there's no guarantee that that's how it's going to work out for you. Okay, let's activate the armor. Can we kill these guys straight off? No, we cannot. Can we do that? Yes. Yes. And yep. Okay, great. We've got a threat counter on this one. Always worth noting whether there is or is not a threat counter. Definitely recommend bringing Glenn along. Whether it's just an all melee team or just your normal team, he's almost an auto take when you've got these kinds of you have to search for things missions. Get those things searched for. You're going to have a couple of tanks that you have to deal with. Have you got some heavy hitting weapons that are going to be able to deal with that? Of course, Glenn could also bring your tank dealing weapon as well. He is a scout after all. They cause a lot of damage when they hit their targets, provided that you have a nice fully upgraded weapon, as I did with the Sawtooth Blade there. But yeah, this one doesn't seem like it'd be too much of a challenge. I would be very, very keen to just make sure that you search everything that you can, find the items that you need so that you can escape, and then, work from there. You've got a threat on that mission. You've got enemies just regularly sort of coming in as well. You don't want to be hanging around. Okay, I remember this one. I do remember this one. Yeah, some bad guys appear, I believe, behind the truck. I'm gonna just advance slowly here, because I'm not massively familiar with this mission. Let's get Michonne to cut those guys down. I'll tell you what, she's got an extra turn. Let's go up here. I know that there's some humies that appear. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so what do we do here? Michonne, you should be able to cut them down, because what are we doing here? Now this is where the graphics are a little tricky. I'm trying to kill this Russell chap here. Can we do it? Yes, good. And then what do we do? I'm going to start opening this. I'm going to leave T-Dog there. He should use his beat 'em up skill. Yes, that meant that he could deal with Christopher there. Let's let him do that job. Let's get that charge point. And kind of actually makes T-Dog a good character to bring on this mission. Like, genuinely. Not just because he's the star hero, but his leadership trait kind of plays pretty well. Oh, misclick. With the requirements for this mission. So that's the thing that you've got to be aware of, is just those guys just popping up behind that truck. I remember it took me by surprise the first time that I did this mission. I was like, where did these guys come from? It did what I think it's intended to do, which is to surprise you. But you shouldn't be surprised, because now you've seen me play the mission and you know where the bad guys are. Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. Really enjoying this melee team as well. I did it with the Last Stand as well. It wasn't hugely competitive. You know, it certainly wasn't the best configuration for a trio of survivors that you could possibly have, but it was pretty interesting. It was pretty fun. All right, rescue operation. Find the container with the survivors. Yes, let's bring Glenn along again. You all know why. Okay. So, what can we do? I would love to have a ranged character so that I could blow up that barrel and harm those survivors. Thankfully, all of them seem to be, you know, melee characters. What I would love to be able to do, yeah, is have them distracted by those walkers, but instead those walkers are going to be distracting us. I think that if we had a ranged character, we would have been able to blow that barrel. We would have been able to open the fence. Oh, I should have activated my armor, shouldn't I? Stupid. That was dumb. All right, okay. Oh my gosh. What a mess. And it's all my fault. I'm going to use these med kits just because I don't want to have to, you know, redo the mission while I'm recording a video. Don't forget, by the way, melee characters, if they attack a barrel, it is removed without exploding. I'm betting that we have to head back. Okay, they're all dead. So all you got to do is you know, there's those 3 containers. You just open them. One of them is where the survivors should have been, but yeah, they're all dead. So it's not like you have to do that thing where you have to worry about survivors running and you having to defend them or anything. Yeah, good boy. Okay, I want another turn to get my health back. Okay, I wouldn't normally do that, but because I'm recording a video and I don't want to repeat myself, you know, that's why I did that. So, oh gosh, yeah, so Bruiser actually is a good take for that mission. T-Dog, another good choice. If you've got that Commonwealth armor though, oh my gosh, don't do what I did there and forget to use it. It means that he's immune to, you know, being stunned or anything. So that other Bruiser on the enemy survivor team, they ain't gonna be doing much against him. Okay, that was rougher than it needed to be. What I always like is the idea that perhaps you can watch my videos, and if I make a mistake, maybe you'll get a laugh out of it, and maybe you can just be, you know, sure not to do what I do if I make a mistake. What have we done? We've done 5. Yeah, we've done 5 missions. Okay, so this is the last one. Gates of Hell. Close off the building and get out of this hell. Okay. So we do that and we get some friendly neighborhood walkers appearing. Okay, looks like this guy's pretty keen to just keep on turning up. We should be able to take a hit or 2 anyway, or I could just... Let's do that. Let's do that. Obviously, if we had ranged characters, we could do a better job of taking these guys out before they're a threat. But we're doing this whole let's just bring melee characters thing. Got a threat counter. Go on, get charged up. Okay, 2 turns. Is anything going to pop up behind us? No, it is not. That just sort of wastes some time for the reinforcements to come in. Now, can I do this? Is this wise? Yes, let's use that on him. Good. Thinning the herd. Kicks in again. You do that. You do that. Great. What's this? This is a two-turner. Get him through the fence. I guess this is going to open. Alright, okay, so you can see that. Lots of options. More options if you have ranged characters. You can take out a lot of those bad guys behind the fences. I suggest you take something that is either silent or ideally can reduce threat, because there is a threat counter. That will start building up, and that's the problem when you're trying to take your time and pick off these enemies from a distance, maybe, without them being able to get you. It can take a long time on higher difficulty settings. So, yeah. With this set of missions, T-Dog, the Bruiser, is the weekly hero, and he's not a bad pick, actually. If you don't tend to use Bruisers, you don't tend to use T-Dog in particular or anything like that, I suggest giving it a go, because you can really have some fun and try out some characters that you otherwise wouldn't. Anyway, that's what's in store for this weekly challenge. Now you know what to expect. You should be able to smash it, get an all-time high score. I think it's not too challenging a set of missions, so push yourself and push your guild to get some really, really good scores. Try out T-Dog, and as ever, thank you for watching.